Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back. This is spiritual habit number 7. So today it's all about forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the universal law of abundance. So forgiveness is to free yourself from bondage. It allows you to cut cords and also allows you to bring your blessings. So one thing for sure, when you are holding on to unforgiveness, and I am going to give you a bonus video with this bonus so you can learn how to let go, so you can learn to forgive, right? Because if I keep doing this together, this video will be 2 hours long. And when I start talking about spiritual stuff and I start talking about cutting cords and forgiveness, I can go for hours. So to allow you to absorb the information and not to bore you to death, let's get to it. When you are not forgiving, okay, and I personally know because when I tell you I spent 6 years into a mess because I had so much conflict in my life, and one of the symptoms was a lot of debt. And the reason why I know he'll forgiving, going to wipe out your debt is this. Okay. I grow a lot of resentment toward my husband. I grow a lot of resentment toward my father. My mother died and I harnessed a lot of resentment toward her too. And the first space, okay, the debt started was when my mother was sick. Then I sold my $500,000 business and I started acquiring a lot of debt to give her life. And then this is what happened. The more I'm resenting people, the more debt I keep having. I keep getting myself into situation where debt becomes who I am. I know that I couldn't afford it, but I will get it. I know that I could not do this, but I will do that. And the one thing that happened besides the debt, I carry all the energy of the debt behind my neck. My neck was heavy. My head felt like it was a freaking mansion. That's how heavy I was. And when I'm walking, I can hear my own footstep in my neck. And it goes something like that. Doop, doop, doop. So if you are experiencing body pain, especially chest pain, neck pain, and you feel like your shoulders are heavy, you need to start asking yourself, who do I need to forgive? Okay? Every time you don't forgive, we go back to that universal law of love. You omit the universal law of love and you say to yourself, I am not worthy. The thing is, when we are holding on to grudge and resentment, we think that we are punishing this other person. That other person is living life, sweetie. You are not. Okay, when you think you are harnessing that pain because they feeling it, they don't feel shit. They living their best life. You, at the other hand, you are harnessing a lot of things that keeping you broke and broken. Okay, those two things goes hand in hand. And the reason why when you broke you get broken, it is because you are an adult, for crying out loud. Why is it that you can't afford $100? Why is it that you have to depend on somebody else and not be dependent on yourself? You are not a child, right? So all these things again bring you resentment towards yourself. So you have to learn to forgive yourself. Forgiveness, okay, is the only thing that's going to bring you back to flow. And the flow, it's called grace. What is grace? Grace is simply the love God has for you. It brings you back to your higher self. And that, my dear, when you start forgiving, miraculously, money going to start showing up and that going to keep going down. That's the only place it has to go down. So the mantra here, and again, the reason that I encourage you to put your own mantra together is because your mind will only accept what you believe. If what I'm saying to you in the mantra, your mind don't believe them, they're not going to work. So create something similar so you can reprogram your mind. I bless all my enemies. I send them love. Therefore, free myself of the karma. Again, I am going to have to add the E here. Okay. Again, complete transparency. I bless all my enemies. I send them love. Therefore, free myself of the karma. And one last thing, when you holding on to shit, you are putting more karma into yourself, into your next generation. Heal the freaking generational curse. Okay? I'll see you inside the next video. Bye.